Welcome back, folks, to We'll Take It From Here with Joe Magone. You're listening to a podcast in which we talk about life with the goal to make you think and entertain you. We got our co-host here, John, in the house, and we got a really special guest for you today. Before we introduce our guest, we're going to get to it. Just wanted to say thank you a lot for the support. You guys have been giving a lot of good feedback on the show, and the YouTube is growing, so we're really pumped about that. Please subscribe. We're still trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So we're at, I think, in the 80s. That's great. Still a lot of work to be done, though, but it's always a work in progress in this life. Without further ado, we would like to introduce our guest, JD Skutch. Welcome to the show, brother.
Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
My
we were
pleasure.
trying to get this going for a while, so it's good to finally get down here and be able to tell my story a little bit.
Hell yeah, man. No. Thank you for coming on. I know you're very, very busy. I'm actually really, excited to hear about your story because it seems like it's going to be a really cool and fun one. I know you are the owner and founder of JD Core Training, right?
Yeah.
So you're very busy. So do not worry about it. It was only about, I think, like a month or anything. So it's all good. You're here now. That's all that matters. So just how the show works. I know offline we spoke about it a little bit. You just introduce yourself, man.
Yeah.
Where you from. Go as far back as you want. Tell us your life. That's what we're here to learn. So please tell our audience, who is JD Skutch?
All right, so JD Skutch.
Skutch, yeah, sorry.
Is a brand, it's who I am. It's who I've been and who I've become over the years of building myself. And what I've created was a mindset that I think is relatable to a lot of people that need it in their life. So for me to be able to live it every single day and to actually be able to inspire other people, impact other people, it's something that I've always wanted to do in life. So being an ex-athlete and going into college to that level of playing sports, I know what it took and what it takes to put the effort in. So if I know I can do it, and it's something that wasn't easy, it wasn't something I was gifted with. I had a lot of people in my corner for years, and some great people that I learned a lot of lessons from, and it's what evolved into JD Skutch, the JD Core Training, the gym that I own. That's 8 years now. April was 8 years.
Oh wow!
And yeah, it's great.
What sport did you play, actually? So you mentioned
sports. I played football.
All right, football.
I played a lot of sports as a kid, but I got into football. That was my main sport, my main focus, something I put a lot of effort into, passion into, consistency into. And the word consistency I use a lot because that's what has created the value and the knowledge and the experiences that I've come through over my life. So I live by it now. My clients, my family, the stuff that I inspire other people talk about every day is something that I live. I'm not trying to chase what other people are doing. It's more than just saying it's a mentality, but it's something that I actually do every single day. I don't stage the workouts. I don't stage what I want to really talk about, like similar to today. I'm not staging anything. It's a lifestyle that I've lived. I've been knocked down plenty of times, built myself back up, built habits, learned what I actually wanted to get my focus is on, my main purpose. I always talk about having a purpose in life, building habits, building something so pure that when you put that much effort into something, it becomes a part of your life, it becomes a part of your day, and it's easy to live it. You don't need to to stage it or try to script it. It's there. It's something that you're always to live anyway.
Doesn't that make life, though, so much better? When you're living who you are, you don't have to worry about what anyone fucking thinks or anything. It's like literally the best, and that's when and I think you could definitely agree with this, that's when you really start to blossom and become who it is you're meant to be, when you're unapologetically you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely could give two fucks what anybody thinks about me. And in a positive way, I do want them to think of me in a positive way, because I think that's the brand that I do live.
Yeah,
but
right.
Listen, I'm not going to make everybody happy. I'm not on this planet to do so. But the people that are in my corner, the people that are a part of it, and the people that gravitate to what I'm trying to build, they're going to get long-term success. They're going to build long-term habits and a lifestyle that's not something that they feel like living today because it's cool. They saw a trend, they want to live it, they want to be it, for today. But building something that 15, 20 years from now, you did it so consistently that it's become something that you leave behind. Something that I'm trying to leave behind is a legacy that where I'm building this brand, this mentality that someone that is busy, someone that works a lot of hours, someone that has a family, someone that needs to balance running a gym and running a family, being a leader everywhere. It's not easy, but if you stay consistent and you actually have a purpose, you set your priorities the right way, it's easy to live that life.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure. So then, can you bring us actually a little bit, how did you get into like the gym? Was it something that you always wanted to do as a kid, or was there just like an epiphany moment where okay, this is what I want to do?
So I always wanted to be in the fitness industry. I didn't know where or what, whether physical therapy, whether fitness, whether an athletic trainer. And, obviously being a ex-athlete, you got that mentality. You want to be involved as much as I can. And I wanted to impact other people's lives. So in high school, I already had done an internship where I already worked it was senior service. I worked the last month or so of my senior year with one of my trainers. I got to see real life, what it took, and what it was, more than just training people, but getting to the gym early, setting programs, reading educational books, actually having a schedule, having a day-to-day operation. I was in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't have a job. I'm not gonna lie. I never worked in high school.
Okay.
I focused on sports. I focused on as much school as I can say I focused on, but I definitely put effort into all aspects of it. But I knew I wanted to do that when football was all said and done. I knew that was my main purpose at that moment, was do well in football, take it as far as I can, and when that time was up, get more into training people.
Yeah.
And where and what I didn't know. So immediately after going into my sophomore year, after going through a lot of injuries and adversity through that, and mentally just not having the same passion to be going through it anymore, I knew it was time, and it was I was able to take that step down and be all right, I was done playing football, and I knew there was more purpose to what I was trying to do. And I reached back to some people I trained with. I worked out and tried to get involved with some gyms where I trained in high school and stuff. So that brought me to one of my first jobs where I started training some athletes. I started helping and getting involved with some local teams, some coaches that I played for. They sent me some of their athletes, and then before you know it, I'm training athletes, everyday people, general pop, and then it kind of took off from there. And then I would say bouncing around a bunch of times at different gyms, working for different people, and again, going back to knowing my own purpose and what I was trying to do. I knew eventually I wanted to own my own space. I wanted to be able to have control. My biggest thing at this point in my life is having time freedom and having that time independence and being able to own your own life and own your time. It's at my leisure. I work a ton of hours. I could work less if I really wanted to, but what I'm trying to build, I know takes a lot more hours than just showing up to work, working a 9 to 5, and then building something that I'm, like I said, I want to build a legacy. I'm not just trying to be cool on Instagram. I'm not just trying to follow the next trend just to get likes and views. And I'm trying to build a business. I'm trying to build much more than this new little fitness influencer trend that's going on. Everyone that's in shape is a fitness coach, a fitness model, a fitness guru with no background, no nothing, but
power of Instagram, baby.
Yeah, listen, and I'm power to them, but I'm trying to build more than that.
Absolutely,
listen,
yeah.
If that's your thing and that's where you're going with it and that's what you're trying to build, that's one thing. But I knew I was trying to build much more than that.
You're building honesty,
and building a lifestyle. I want people to build habits that are created, and that's what made me open up JD Core Training, be able to, again, time management, time freedom, time independence, and living my life for me. And that's what, and my family and the people that are in my life and a part of JD Core Training. But I live for them. If you're there, I give you 100%. If you're a part of it, whether you're working there, whether you're a client, whether you're a family member that comes in and uses the gym, it doesn't matter. It's You get what I'm trying to build, and what I'm trying to give is consistency, a consistent lifestyle each and every day, being able to, make exercise just as important as, waking up every day and taking a shower and brushing your teeth. And, you get up, like I said, I said it a bunch of times in my podcast, because it's like, those things to us are so normal. It's like you wake up, you brush your teeth. Like, no one just walks out of the house. I mean, I hope you don't. But why do you not work out every day? Why are you not so comfortable working out that, like, I don't even make that a part of my priority list anymore, because I don't need to.
Right.
It's not a priority to me. I do it. I wake up every day. I go to the gym. If I'm on vacation, my honeymoon, doesn't matter where I am, wherever I was in life, I always work out. I'm in Italy. I'm running the streets in Italy. I have no idea where I am. And I'm running miles because, at 4:30 in the morning, it's pitch black, different country. I don't even know where I am.
Bro, even in Italy, though, because my family is Italian, and Italians aren't as jacked as you are. So
they were looking at me crazy. Bro. Dude. Listen. I would say known, like, where I live. Like, people know me, like, I'm not like, you go to Italy, they're all looking at me. They would think they saw like this, like a famous celebrity or something. Like, I'm like, listen, like, I was huge compared to everybody else, so it was pretty cool. And then you see me running the streets, no shirt on, running around, like, they see who the heck is, They knew I was not from Italy. I'll tell you that. They for sure knew I was not from Italy. So, going back to building the gym and everything, it evolved into so much more, and that's what brought me into, like, Skutch and having this presence of a character that is relatable, and it's something that, my legacy that I want to leave behind me is a character that can continue to build what I'm building for people, keep being the voice of what people need. People need a pest on their shoulder. They need to know that someone gives a shit about them, and they're in their corner each and every day. They're holding them accountable. They're making sure they're showing up to the gym. They're eating healthy. It's like, when you start doing those type of things and that's the priority, no matter what you're doing in life, it's going to be successful, because that's the effort you're putting into everything. If you have a job, you got a job because you put effort into getting that job.
Absolutely.
No one hands you a job. I don't care what industry you're in. No one hands you a job. Mm-hmm. If you put effort into your career, you get a job. You put effort into your body, you live a long, healthy life, hopefully, thankfully. But, that's the efforts you need to put into everything. If you're not building habits, and if you're not creating habits for yourself, for the people that look up to you, your family, my kids, I have 3 daughters that need someone to be powerful and a leader to show them that.
Absolutely.
It's like, you don't just wake up there every day and just go through life. It's like, have a purpose with your life. Go through life and own that day. Own it. It's like, so that's the type of stuff that I'm trying to build, is a mentality that I live every day, whether you follow it, whether it's, not for you or not, but I live it. This is what I do. I want people to see every day that if you want to be something or do something, it's attainable and it's achievable, but it takes making that your top of your priority list, like anything else in your life. So, owning your own gym at that point, it makes it easy. It makes it easy to be able to do it, because,
Okay, you're forced to do it. You're there every day.
I'm there every day. I'm there, making sure that I'm living it every day.
Yeah.
Whatever I show, whatever I do, it's like, it's a full-blown workout. It's a run. Like, this morning, I had 5 or 6 people out with me running. I'm training I was training for 2 marathons, but now that went out the window, I'm now training for a 100-mile race. So,
wow. Super, that's an ultra marathon, right?
So I'm doing my first 100-miler in December. I'm actually running with Steve Weatherford.
Okay. Who's
the punter from the ex-punter for the Giants?
Yeah.
The guy's a freak. So I got introduced to him through a friend, and they connected us, whatever. But he told him that I signed up. So he told him I signed up, and he reached out, and he wound up setting up with one of his trainers who he works with, and one of his, I don't know if it's his assistant. I'm not sure who it is to him, but so I'm gonna be running some pretty crazy stuff. So I live that stuff every day. So it's like, I don't just post stuff. I don't just want people to think I did like 100, 500 pound bench press or squats. It's like, no, I'm going to run 100 miles and I'm going to show people I ran 100 miles. Or if I'm going to run a marathon, I'm going to show people that I'm running this marathon. I'm not going to just tell people they can do it. If I'm not doing it, it's easy to say it, but if you're living it, it's, people gravitate to it because you're doing it.
Lead by example.
Leading by example. And be consistent every single day. The worst thing I can't stand is when people are, I'm back. Like, if you're the motivator, like, you can't keep coming back.
No.
You can't fall off and think people are going to keep following you. Like, if you're falling off every other week, then you're showing people that, I can fall off and keep, coming back. It's like,
no, it's like leadership 101. Like, if what you're doing by actually living the lifestyle you're preaching, you are then showing not only your employees but everyone at the gym,
for sure,
right, that you're fucking legit.
Yeah.
You're legitimate.
Yeah.
You're a man of your word, and that's subconsciously going to allow them to raise their standards.
Absolutely.
And that's it. It's leadership 101. It's like if you try, I love what you said. I'm not just going to say that someone can do it. I'm going to make sure I can do it first.
Absolutely.
And it's so important.
Yeah. Absolutely. So 8 years JD Core training. I created the Core Fit 8 training mentality. The Skutch is the brand that will be, created to basically tap into more of the kid market, but attacking the adults most importantly, because the adults have to be the ones that are going to be implementing these habits for kids. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
No kids going out and just being a superhero on their own. You need that superhero out there that's, motivating you. So if it's like, if they see that, Skutch is doing it, it's like, you gotta take the Skutch pledge. You gotta do what, what Skutch is doing. If he wakes up every day and exercises, why am I not? If I tell you I'm gonna do, 5 push-ups every morning, make that a routine, make it a habit. If the father's doing it in the house, the kids will do it 100%. If you're creating these habits, you can't just tell your kid to go work out or stop eating junk food and you want them to eat healthy. What 10 or 12-year-old kid is thinking about, or even high school kid, to be honest with you, no kid is going to go out of their way to eat healthy or know these type of patterns and type of lifestyles if you're not doing it. You're walking around the house eating garbage all day or ordering out, takeout, and eating late at night. You're going to tell your kid they can't do it. It's like, well, you're my role model. You're my leader. It's like, if you're doing it, why can't I do it? It's like, but you expect your kid to be this superstar and be the next leader in anything, whether it's life or sports or whatever. How could they be leaders if you're not leading them? So creating a kid-friendly approach and I would say message, but getting parents to live it and actually get them to understand, like, this is what they're doing. This is what Skutch is doing. He's showing you the right way to eat, the right way to sleep, the right way to exercise, and the right way to live life. And if you do this at 10 years old, when you're 30 years old, you're doing it. It's not you're not thinking about doing it. It's like you do it. It's it. You wake up, you do it.
That's perfect.
And so many people are struggling with that in life. It's because they didn't have a leader in their life to show them that at a young age. Imagine at 40 years old for the first time going to the gym, like for the first time in your life.
God, no,
at 40, like
not.
I couldn't imagine not exercising. I wake up, it's like, I'm in Atlantic City, go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 6 and run the boardwalk. I'll do it. I do it. I when I'm down there, I don't, it's part of my plan. It's part of my life. I say I'm going to do it no matter what I choose to do. My priority list is still here. If I decide to make that priority that much harder the next day, I chose to do that. I still have to live what I live. So if I want to beat my body up, which the reasons why I don't, I pay the price. I pay it by going out there, sacrificing, making a 6 or 10 mile run that much harder.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't do it. I chose to do that. I chose to stay up late. I chose to, whatever. So the next day I pay the price, and I still show up, because if I don't, that shows you that, hey, I had a rough day the night before. I worked a long week. I'm going to take off today. So if I do that, now that gives you the right to do it, because I'm showing you that I guess I'm human and I take days off when I should have had a plan to do it. If it's a day off, it's a day off. That's it, and which doesn't come often. But if it's a day to take a rest, I do it on Sundays. Every couple months, I'll take a couple Sundays off. Yeah, where I sleep in, stay in. But it's like, if you're supposed to get up, whether it's raining, whether it's 5 degrees, whether whatever the outcome is, when I wake up in the morning, the weather is the weather. I didn't choose it, but that's what it is today. Get out and run. I ran a marathon in April. We didn't choose it to be pouring on us, but it was pouring. So we ran a marathon in the rain, and you do it, and that's it. And that's part of life. You just got to do and have priorities and purpose to each and every part of your day. And when you do that, you will live a successful life, because you're putting the effort into a successful life.
Oh, absolutely. And then how like mentally, how much better do you feel about yourself when you're physically intact, right? Absolutely. Like, obviously everyone has their own issues, right? And they may go through some stuff like hard times in life, and that sucks. But when you're physically intact and you're physically there, you're mentally, like, it's like an automatic, right? Absolutely. And that discipline and consistency, it makes it easier, because everyone always goes, oh, like, I don't, like, they think motivation is what it is. No. Discipline.
Absolutely.
And discipline is what creates that ability to just be like, okay, I don't want to do it today, but fuck it, I got to do it today.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, I stopped trying to be a motivator.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not like, it's like a lot of these people want to get mentors and motivators. It's like,
Nah.
No one is, like you hear it all the time. They say it's like, no one is successful by just being motivated.
No.
It's dedicated. Yeah. It's like I said, I'm not motivated to run in the rain. I'm not motivated to run when it's 5 degrees out and I'm wearing tons of layers, gloves. I'm not motivated to do that. But it's the plan. It's like, unfortunately, that was my run that day. I had to run. I think I don't know if it was 18 or 16 miles. I forget what it was, but it was on the agenda, and we did it. And I didn't run it alone. I have a couple guys that I run with, and we ran a couple marathons, and we're going to continue to do that together. So it's nice to have some like-minded individuals. So it's like, I think that's what kind of motivated me to take that next leap to like, all right, who's signing up with me at that 100?
Yeah. Let's see who's really in for it.
I ran November, New York. I ran April. I ran Jersey City Marathon.
Yep.
October, I'm signed up for Chicago.
All right.
November, I'm signed up for Philly. So within basically, I guess 13 months.
Yeah.
4 marathons, and then I'll finish 2023. Yeah, 2023. I'll finish that with a 100-mile run.
Fuck. And where's that 100-mile one going to be?
That's in Texas.
Oh, it's always in the hottest places, right?
At least it's December, though. It's December, so it's not going to be like, it's not August. It's not August. But so it's like a 16-mile loop that like.
Shit.
So, but listen, I mean, Steve's a pretty intense dude, so it's going to be good to have some other maniacs out there that'll have that same mentality out there. Like, we're going to get this done.
I wonder if you're also going to be with like Goggins or what's his name? Who's the one from Oregon?
Benz is it's Brazo Benz 100, so it's a big one. So I'm not sure who they're going to have out there.
Yeah.
I know the guy that runs it and wins it every year, or like however many years they've been doing it recently. 12 hours.
12 hours to run
I'm hoping
100
like
miles.
a day. I'm hoping like 24. I want 24. I'll be very, very happy with finishing it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to just finish it. I do want to just finish it, but I want to hit it like in a respectable time for where it's like, all right, people could finish anything if eventually. You can finish anything eventually, right? If you put your mind to it. There's people that finish marathons. It takes them all day. They get it done. So if I think like, if I could get it in 24 hours and go out there and push it, I have a good team of people that have experience. I talked to, like I said, I talked to some people already trying to build up the mentality of how do you train? All right, I've run marathons. Now it's like, I just turned a marathon into a training workout.
Yeah.
And now, where last year I was like, getting myself comfortable to like say like I feel comfortable running a marathon.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm running a marathon to train for something else.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
So it's pretty crazy.
Well, it's like levels, right? There's levels to everything in life, sports, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
It's also funny too. You just mentioned because we were talking about, you were mentioning about how when you're the leader and you're the one who's like the owner of the gym, you need to show up every day, right?
Yep.
You need to be the best, quote unquote, of like best version of yourself so everyone else. The guy who's running the marathon always wins it. That goes to show you that guy does how seriously he takes it.
Yeah,
this is my 100 miler and I'm fucking finishing
it's crazy.
first.
It's unbelievable. I'm like, first off, 12 hours is unbelievable.
Yeah, right?
You're just sprinting for 12 hours.
Fuck that, dude. If you could just, like, I'd be one of those, if I was doing 100 mile, like, I admire that you want to do it 24 hours. That's a great goal to hit, right?
Of course.
But if you just finish it, and I think, and not if, when you just finish it, that's amazing enough, 100 miles. Yeah. But now you're going the extra, no, I want to challenge myself, 24 hours.
Yeah, like, when I ran New York, I knew New York's a tough one, and I was like, all right, I want to run, like, I wanted 4 hours. When I got out there, it was terrible. It was a lot hotter than expected for November. The humidity was crazy. But, I was like, all right. Like, I knew, like, when I was out there, I was like, fuck. It was tough. So I wound up running 4:47.
Okay. 4 hours, 47 minutes? Yeah.
So 4 hours and 47 minutes. And it was more of, like, the cramping and everything. It's like you can't plan for what that type of weather takes on your body. So it's like the hydration, the preparation, everything going into it. I think I did the right steps. But then the next one was Jersey City. I shaved off 47 minutes.
Oh, wow. 4 hours.
I ran 4 hours. And I wanted under 4 hours. I was at like almost like 41. 4 hours and 1 minute, right? Yeah, so I was just on. Yeah, I was 4 hours 58 seconds was I think like the finish, right? Okay. So I was like, all right. So, but I wrote 4 hours on my hand.
Yeah.
I wrote it on my hand. Like every once in a while, I was like looking at it, and it was like I kept a goal in mind. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, stick to the plan. You're ready to go. It's like, the weather wasn't great. The rain, 2 days before I got sick, I went up dropping like 10 pounds or 8 pounds in the 2 days before the race. So I'm like trying to build myself back up, making sure I had like the energy for this race. So it was like, I was like another bit of adversity going into the run. It's like, all right, but I stayed focused, and the guys I ran with, having other people out there is nice. You're not, you're on your own mission when you're running, but having a team of people pushing, knowing that we all put work in together, it's like,
Absolutely.
all right, we're out here, we're going to finish this thing regardless. And I wound up running, my best, a 4 hour, this one for Chicago, I want to get under 4 hours, and I'm already preparing to do so. And, just sticking to the goal every time in life is the most important thing. Is sticking to whatever you're achieving, whatever you're looking to accomplish in life. Like, building a legacy is something else. Like I said before, with the chasing someone else's dreams, like another influencer, a mentor, right? You're like living through their life. It's like, to me, it's like, just live your life. If you really want to be something, if you want to be an inspiration, if you want to have people follow your story and see what it takes to build something, just live your life. Live it. Like, actually live it every day. Don't just go through the motions. Like, go to the gym every day. Eat well every day. And actually be that role model. Don't just a couple second clips of showing a quick little workout of your life, but like actually working out. These guys staging everything. It's like following scripts of someone else's workouts, and I've seen the behind the scenes of so much stuff, and it's like, it's crazy where like fitness has turned into. It's like, is there any standards of like what it needs to be a leader in the fitness industry anymore? It's like, it's almost like been obsolete,
Yeah, and it's also too, like, to the average, maybe, I guess, consumer who doesn't know the scientific, they'll see a video and be like, oh, this guy's, he's part of the gym, he's in a good shape, so he must be knowing what he's talking about. And I don't know, do you know a guy named BioLane?
Of course, Lane Norton? He's great. He's great.
I love when he rips support. Oh my God.
I love it. It makes me feel a little more confident to like actually say, because I'm not ripping anybody. No,
for sure.
I'll never talk down on anybody. Whatever you do, and if you're successful in it, I'll never knock you. I'm happy for anybody's success. That's not what the purpose of saying any of it. But like someone like him, right? He's so confident in what he does, and like Joe Rogan too, another guy. They call out bullshit because it's like, people just want clout. People just want, like, are you doing any, like, fitness is not like a joke. Like, going to health, and like, imagine going to a doctor that like, just because he had 200,000 followers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what are you, nuts? Like, you're gonna do surgery on me? Like, bro, I want a doctor that doesn't even have an Instagram. Like, I don't even want you to fucking have time to go on Instagram. If you're my doctor, I hope you don't even know what Snapchat is. I hope you don't even know what it is, because you're too focused on being fucking good at what you're doing. Like, that's the type of people I take leadership and role. Like, if I actually look up to what you're saying, like a BioLane, like, I listen to things he says because he lives it, he does it, he anything he's talking about, he's always testing it, like actually living through what he's trying to talk about. So if he's doing something with protein and diets and whatever he's doing, it's not a fad thing. He's actually seeing how the body responds to stuff. So he actually puts a scientific twist to everything he does. I don't personally get scientific with any of my actual training. It's not it's not my background. It's not the way I approach stuff. Everything I do is a system of, again, consistency. I do a lot of functional strength and conditioning. I make everything relatable to people. I build everything off of the person themselves, whether it's for strength, whether it's for weight loss, whether it's just for general fitness, whether it's for running, whatever you're training for. The athletes that I train, whatever you're training for, I build something around that. So it's like, and exercises I feel comfortable with you doing, with trying to achieve your goals. So whatever you're looking to achieve, I'm building a program of my systems of being an ex-athlete, lots of life experience, lots of hands-on experience working with people, working with different mentors, working with different certifications, and actually building my own knowledge and piecing together what I got and gravitated to and creating my own systems, right? There's too many people out there that they want the cookie cutter approach to make money, right? So they're buying your program, his program, they're They're doing automated diets, automated workouts. They're doing this stuff to people that, and yeah, you might be getting results, but it's like, are you doing what you're doing and training people in a sense of you actually care about their results and their health and what you're actually supposed to be doing? Because that's pretty much what I assume the health and fitness industry is, right? Like building something that's unique for each person that you're training and what you're working with, and making sure that it's something that's for them, not, hey, I'm going to print this out, put your name on it and send it over to you, email it to you, train 1,000 people and make these cookie cutter workouts, whether you're getting results or not. I'm not saying you don't get results off these programs, but it's like when you have an actual system, an actual method, an actual style of training that you created over 15 years of doing something and it's yours, it feels a lot better when you're delivering this to the clients. Like, I know for a fact that I'm giving you the right service that you're paying for, and I'm giving you the right approach to make sure that you're achieving your goals. And I created that method with real life experience and real life knowledge, that I've created myself. It's like, that's what I'm trying to build. I could leave something behind like that. I could leave the, Skutch himself. I could leave my programs. This is something that's for my legacy. Again, go back to that. Like, I'm leaving that behind so people can leave and follow, not just, make money for now because you have abs, you're on Instagram, you look good, so someone wants to train the way you train when you realistically know you don't train that way anyway.
Yeah.
But you got followers, you got likes. People are thinking, you bought the new little blue check mark. Now all of a sudden, everyone wants your advice. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a fucking joke.
It's so many people started getting blue check marks, and I'm like, and now
I don't know who to trust.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck.
Who am I listening to?
Right?
They gotta put it next to it, like when they got it.
Yeah.
Anyone that got it in 2023, I'm skeptical. Anyone, I don't care. Like, even if I saw you in the NFL draft, like, I'm done.
Yeah, right.
People will be like, oh, my mom bought me the check mark for my birthday.
Seriously, right? Oh my God. I'm like, listen, again, there it goes. Right to the conversation where I was just rambling on, right? About why would you want to, like, if I get that blue check, if that was ever next to my name, like, I earned it. It's not like a participation award. Like,
fuck yeah.
Listen, like, what, like,
deep down, if you paid for that, it has to eat at you.
You can't have 29 likes and a blue check next to your name.
You can't have. I'm gonna make that a shirt. You can't have 29 likes and a blue check. You gotta make that,
right? Like,
come on.
How are you taking advice from someone, honestly? And I'm not saying like you have to have likes. Again, I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't just have a blue check next to your name and think like you've achieved it or something cool. It's like, I'd be embarrassed. Like, if any of people that follow me and any people that I've ever trained, professional athletes, celebrities, CEOs of companies, whatever it is, like, I'd be embarrassed, like, if like that was next to my name and it wasn't like, oh, your trainer's he's he just owns a gym in Fairfield. It's a great accomplishment. I'm very proud of my success.
Absolutely.
I stand proud and tall of who I am, but I didn't earn a blue check yet, so I don't have a blue check next to my name.
But you know what I like about hearing your story too is the fact that you said, okay, so for example, you don't talk to the science because it's not in your background, right? A lot of it. Yeah. But that's what makes what you're doing more legitimate.
Exactly.
Because it's like you said, it's yours, and now people can trust you because even if you're not assuming or you're not saying that you know X, Y, and Z, so no one can really come at you and be like, oh, this is where JD is wrong, blah, blah, blah. No, this is, you can't be wrong if it's working, right?
Mm-hmm. Listen, anything I do, I know I'm keeping people safe.
Yep.
I know listen, at the end of the day, I watch people that have great backgrounds, have done tons of schooling, tons of certifications, and I watch what they're preaching and doing and, and the way they train people. And so I have tons of confidence in what I'm doing. So I know where I'm at. So the scientific approach is just not my language.
Yeah.
Do I know how to take a scientific approach and be able to make sure that it's a workout that's supposed to be, whether it's your heart rate levels, whether it's how much for your macros, how much calories you take in. Of course, I know how to create all that kind of stuff. Do I use that? Of course, but I don't sit there and try to educate people on a scientific approach to your results. Bio Lane, amazing. His approach that's his approach, but his background is that. So it's like, and I listen to his stuff. I love listening to it, and it's crazy because I listen to a lot of what these other guys do say, and it's like, in layman terms, it's the same stuff that I'm preaching and I'm making sure that I'm doing for people. Right. I'm just not expressing it in the sense of like, something that came out of my biology book. It's
exactly.
like, it's like, or my physics book.
Well, that too,
so
based on like all the videos that are out there, really, it's just people gathering information from this source, that source, and then trying to make it their own. But you, like you said, you do through experience, which I follow through my life all the time is through experience and stuff like that. So it's going to work.
Yeah.
The big problem is like what you're just saying is, of all these people, blue checks or not, millions of followers. It's like, how do you know what's true and what's not? Because that you can literally, I could take Joe's
fake news.
Yeah, exactly. I could take
fake news.
I could take Joe's information, take the neighbor's information, and make my own channel.
That's it.
And
listen, if you have abs, if you got these new fake teeth that everyone's getting, if you get a good plastic surgeon, and you look good in front of a camera, and you could sell yourself, you could sell anything, and people will literally gravitate. You'll find a market. You could make tons of money by pushing bullshit, and it's crazy.
This bottle of water gave me 6-pack abs.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Honestly, listen, you stand there with a friggin' no shirt on and you're shredded, and you tell someone you're taking something, they're buying it tomorrow.
For sure.
But
I don't get how people, and I don't want to insult anyone, but I don't get how someone can think that, because there's all those like you'll see those YouTube abs, and it was like he was an ex. It was like all these things that the special operations guys use, and it was basically just this
the contractions.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, how much work this guy was shredded? You know how much fucking work he did for years to get like that?
He went to military training.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Went to the military,
right? Like, what the fuck?
What does it take to get shredded?
It's $100 abs off Amazon.
Yeah. You either run 100 miles and train for that, or you go to the military. Yeah, you have abs like that. This little, I don't even know what they're called. They contract their abs, all that kind of stuff.
Fuck?
Again, but this is the problem, is because people are so weak-minded that they need any answer or anything that someone else is doing to fulfill their needs. They don't have their own goals. They don't have their own purpose. They're just looking for what he did, what she did. What they're using, what they're saying. I hear it all the time. Like, you hear, like, even adults now. It's not even just kids. Oh, I saw it on TikTok. I use this because I saw it on TikTok. Look, I'm a big advocate of social media. I love it. I'm all over it. But it's crazy that it's like a term that people use. Cooking, cleaning. I mean, they're finding recipes. Anything you could think of. It's like, oh, I saw it on TikTok. Oh, I use this. I saw it on TikTok. Oh, watch this real quick. I hear it all the time. I'm like, it's crazy what an influence you can have by anything. Like, whether it's supplements, whether it's clothes, whether it's makeup. My daughter's going to be 10. She knows more about skincare at 10 years old than I didn't even know there was that much of like that much of a focus that you need to do that much. My daughter's 10 and has 10 drawers of more skincare. I'm like, what happens when she's 20? How much,
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy.
Nuts,
the world of social media, how it transformed the world, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. That's the beauty about working out. The proof is in the pudding, man. You want the body you want, you're gonna fucking work for it.
For sure.
It's not coming to you. And you want to know what the best part about it? Once you accept that, you just do the work. Like, what did Lane said? He said it's not his quote, but he stole it from someone. It was the magic you're looking for is in the work, or the magic you want is in the work you're looking to avoid. So just work. Just like you said, just go to work.
You have to go to work.
That's it.
Live a consistent lifestyle. You live a better lifestyle. You communicate with people. You live a healthy, happy lifestyle. Everything else around you becomes healthy and happier, right?
Yeah.
It's negativity only brings down more negativity. It's like you talk about it, you live that. That's what you're gonna live. But if you want to live a fulfilling and whole life like you should be living, we're here only once. I want to live the best quality of life while I'm here every single day. And when I switched to that mentality, I'll probably say 8 years ago is probably when I started JD Core, and I was able to actually own and be myself again, and actually work and put the hours in for myself and what I was trying to do. And I realized the focus that I wanted to do and the passion that I had for what I was doing. It's like I became unstoppable because I had so much focus and drive and passion into what I was trying to build that I lived a better life. Everything around me, my family, everything grew and evolved. And it's like people won't put that type of effort. They're happy with settling. They're happy with just going through the day. And it's like I'm not looking to just get through any day. That's I will never live that mentality. And you know what? Because there are people that unfortunately, you know, they have to. They you know they weren't given that card, and you know, so for us that have the ability to get up and grind and be powerful, do it. Like you're limiting your life if you're not, you know, you're holding back your life if you're not. And it's like you look at all these other people that don't have the ability to go out for a run or be able to get up and go to the gym every day or get a job and go to work because of disabilities or whatever it might be. That type of shit's real, and not many people see that as a focus in life. And when I started living that life, it's crazy. I get very, very passionate about it because where I was at 20 and 35 is nuts. It's crazy. You would never see this version of me in a picture probably in my 20s ever. You'll never see it. But at 35, proud as can be, dad, owner of a gym, dude, fucking beast, you know, every day. And I live it. I fucking live it every fucking day. And not many people do, and I do. You know,
I think
every fucking day.
I think the amazing thing is, and we've had this on this podcast before, is the fact too that you knew like at a very young age. You know, here I am at 36, still trying to figure it out. You know, Joe's still trying to figure it out.
I'm still trying to figure it out at 30, but you know what the best part is? That in that, like, I felt it. Dude, I felt the emotion from you, and I love that rawness. What the beauty of that is it doesn't matter where you were at 20 because we live in the present. So at 35, this is your life now, and this is what you fucking chose to do. This is what you built, and this is why you're at right now.
Absolutely. And that's my message. That's it. I want people to see where I was, and there's a lot of people that know who I was, and you know, when they see this version, it's like no matter what you are, you live today. You live for, you know, what you want to achieve. You don't have to, you know, erase what you were. Those are stepping stones. That's life experiences that you can't learn until you live it. You know, so you can't just be told that stuff. Your parents aren't writing that in a book.
No.
You know,
do you mind?
No one's handing that to you, you know?
Yeah. Do you mind, like, are you comfortable on the show talking about what, like, how you were back then as opposed to now, or is there stuff that you want to touch? Or
no, I mean, just built up with you know, anger and you know, put down as, like, you know, always told in sports, you know, like, and not into any type of extreme, but like that I wasn't the best, or I wasn't the one, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't the leader, I wasn't, you know, I heard these type of things, and I'm like, motherfucker, like I know I am. Like, I might not know how to get it out. I don't know how to get the message out yet, but I fucking figured it out, and I ran with it, you know. And working for other people, they held it in. Every time I wanted to do something, I worked there. It pulled it back. I wasn't able to reach the levels of where I was trying to reach, but you know, but I still needed all those stepping stones to get to where I was. Because I think if at 20, 22, when I really was like, fuck this, I want to work for myself, I want to own my own gym, if I still was that, I would say not mindset, but if I was that person at that age versus opening it a little bit later at 27, you know, I don't know if I would have been successful, because I don't know if I would have had the right mentality yet to push what I was trying to push, you know. So I don't know if I was ready then. So which is great that I was able to see what other people did and what other people failed at and what I failed at, and you know. And then when it was time for me to put a name on it, when it was time to me to live the actual brand that I was trying to live, I was fucking ready. Like I was ready to do it, because I already made mistakes. You know, I already did, you know, beat myself up over years of dumb shit, and you know, and now I'm like, all right, like, I live every day with a purpose. I live every day with intention. I live every day to make sure that I'm better than I was yesterday. I try to be this growth to this person that I never, not that I never saw, but I never was. And every day I'm becoming that better person. Do I still make mistakes? Do I still have to learn? Of course. And I'm never going to stop building off of what I am. And that's what brought me to that phase of Skutch, where it's like, all right, I'm ready to start giving people something where you're going to look up to it. You're going to live it. You're going to want to make that pledge to be a better person and create habits. So when, you know, you are older and things, it is harder to be more physically active, and it's harder to, you know, go to the gym as often or have the energy to do that when you're older. You're still doing it because it's so easy because you created those habits at a young age. So it's like, those aren't things that you need to, those aren't leaps you need to keep jumping over. You know, it's like, jump over them now while you're young, you're full of energy, you have youth behind you. Take that fucking shit now, and then be able to do it, you know, when you're older. You know, so it's like, it's easy. It's easy then. When you're older and you're moving a little slower. I saw a guy, I remember years ago, 85-year-old guy, told me that he went to the gym every single day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Fuck yeah,
85-year-old guy, every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That was his routine. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 85, still doing it. You don't do that at 85 and start at 85.
No,
you didn't wake up at 85 and started doing that.
No, yeah, for sure.
But at 15, and you're doing it, and then it becomes so easy that Monday's here, go to the gym. You know, it's like consistent lifestyle, consistent balance, and actually living presently instead of worrying about what everyone's doing, worrying about the next fad that I could do to lose weight or to get clout. I don't know what are these trends. The trending stuff is bullshit. Live life for you. Live a mentality for you. Live a brand for you.
Fuck yeah.
And when you're done with that, it's yours. Like no one's taking it from you. You know, I look at this right here. It's like committed to the core, the daily dose of the core. The core is more than just like exercise core, but it's like it's a life. You know, the core values, that how you live every single day with purpose is where I've become to this version of myself, and that's where the brand is, and that's where the brand is going, and I hope that I continue to give that message to everybody else out there that needs it, because a lot of us do need it. And when you are willing to be receptive and take it and understand it, I promise you every aspect of your life will become that much better because you're putting the priority right here.
Yeah.
If you're down here, it's not a priority. When you start putting stuff up here, I guarantee you what's up here will start to thrive, you'll start to be successful, and you're going to start seeing a lot more growth around yourself.
Oh, absolutely. And another thing that I caught from that was beautiful what you said, but what I caught too is you were always the external when you were younger, right? You were looking for the external validation, like, oh, I'm not the best. Once you found out, because you said, no, I am. Once you found out that what you were seeking is actually inside of you, then it's fucking floodgates open. That's it.
It's easy. It's easy to, when you build your confidence, and it's not cocky, it's confidence. You live for yourself. It's not selfish to live for yourself. I still put tons of time into my family, into my wife, into the clients that come to my gym, but that's still for me. Like I choose to do that. So it's still, it's, you know, it's still about me when it comes down to it. I'm confident because I'm delivering a message that I'm living, that people just being around me are going to live. I had guys run marathons that never thought they would run before. And they ran marathons because we got up every day. We got up every morning. We knew that someone else was waiting for you. Like we're doing it. Like regardless, it's raining. So like not one of them would be like, all right, well, we're not running. It's like,
for sure.
We all had the mentality. You're going, I'm going. If I'm going, you're going. It's like we all kept that focus. And when you have that around you and you can deliver that message, it's a powerful thing. And I hope that it will even more so continue to impact a lot more people than just the people that I am now.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And you know what the funny thing is too, though? If you're not living for yourself and you didn't become the best version of yourself, you're actually doing a disservice to your family.
For sure.
And it's like,
well, I wouldn't be able to lead. You know, if I didn't know how to be a great leader, then, you know, if I didn't get knocked down to get back up and build that back up, you know, I wouldn't be a good leader for my family. I wouldn't, you know, and I wouldn't have the knowledge to be able to do it. So you're right.
Absolutely.
So for sure.
Fucking love it, dude. I love it, dude. You probably have a bunch of fucking savages at your gym, like good people who just want to make, like you. Are you guys like more of like a family environment there? Like you guys are close? Not too much.
Yeah. I give just enough, the daily dose. Yeah. You know? I again, so it's like, you know, again, I don't like, I'm not extreme with like really anything like when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, you come in, you get great work. It's a great environment. You know, you're you know, there's other people there. You become, you know, friends with some people you never knew before. You know, of course. Do I bring that type of community? Yeah, of course.
Nice.
But, you know, we're not going to have cocktails after every one of our workouts either. So it's like, you know, but we have the balance. You know, so you come to the gym. It's a gym environment. You exercise, you work out, and we motivate each other to achieve stuff. We do different runs, different events, and again, like I said, if I'm showing up, if I'm being the leader, and people see that I could do it, you know, they start to believe in themselves. So it's, you know, it's the message that's always been approached. So it's great.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah,
love that. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself? Not like the typical 5-10 year question. Where's like the direction you want your gym to go? What's your plans?
So the gym, I'm always going to have it as just like in the community, as a part of whether what I'm doing there, the other trainers that work for me. I want to still be where I'm at.
Yeah.
Whether it's buying a building and having a different space in the same area, But the digital approach and using Skutch and putting my focus into delivering that message and seeing where that takes me is definitely the future of where I think I can deliver my message to more people and be able to, take that to the next step is by using him, by creating interaction between, whether it's exercise. I'm not going to give too much stuff out yet until I'm done with what I'm trying to build with him. But again, it's, what I said before is a lot of it is just, it's a mentality that I've already lived. So I'm not, it's already created. It's now making that digital presence is the most important part now, is getting that message to everybody and through Skutch.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So, awesome.
Yeah, as a father to 2 3-year-olds, that's what I try to do, lead by example. I'm doing push-ups on the living room floor as they're trying to crawl over me,
Love it.
But I would love for them to one day be like, okay, we're gonna watch Skutch instead of Blippi or something.
I love it. Well, listen, that's the goal. So that's what I want. I want people to be able to, send their kids, whether it's your own kid, whether it's one of your athletes, whether it's, if you're a coach and you're trying to get your team to be a little more active. That's the whole message, is like, it's a fun way to get kids to interact. Like,
fuck yeah.
Instead of these cartoons nowadays are pretty wild. The messages that are pushed in these are pretty wild, and but what I want to push is approach of life, like life lessons through a cool superhero, fitness superhero that is literally something that made me be me, and that's the pest that's gonna be on your shoulder, keeping you honest, keeping you consistent, making sure that someone is in your corner each and every day. And that's the message that I put in real life, and that's the message that's coming next, is going to be Skutch, just a daily dose of everything, life, fitness, nutrition, the value of communicating with people and understanding how to talk to people. And the more you communicate, the better things are, and I learned that, instead of bottling up and keeping everything in and not knowing how to communicate is fucking crazy.
My God.
The more that you can show your kid, like if you do it through Skutch, right? If you can teach your kids that, talk. If you have something on your mind or something's bothering you, or there's not something right, something doesn't feel right, you can talk. Like a lot of times, especially, men, males, holding things back, not being able to, give their full feelings out and holding that shit back. Letting your kids know, like, talk to your parents, be able to communicate. If you communicate with your kids, I'm not saying be their best friends, but they have to know that they have to have trust in you, that they could talk to you. By teaching them communication skills, not just fitness and nutrition and health and that aspect, but mental health and making sure that they're, strong, powerful, and being able to deliver a message. And, listen, every kid is going to have an altercation or something. It's part of life.
Right.
But them being able to know how to handle it and being able to know how to express themselves and be able to not just, keep making that same either mistake or whatever it is, being able to build on it and teach them right from wrong in that aspect too is important. So the message through him, it will be a powerful message, and I'm hoping that the parents start to get it and understand where that message is now gonna trickle down to their kids' future.
1,000%.
You want these kids to be powerful now, right? As young kids, because they're gonna be leading everything. You would hope.
Absolutely.
They're gonna be the people of our future. They're gonna be, taking jobs and doing that kind of stuff. You want to make sure they have powerful minds. They have to understand that life is not easy. Nothing's easy, right? So if they have this resilient mindset and they build it young, they don't even know. Like, I'm not telling them you got to make them like be in the military at 6 or 8 or 10.
All right, I'll check that off.
Yeah. You do not have to, but if they understand that waking up every day and having purpose and taking care of their bodies and being able to communicate and doing that shit, you build this resilient mindset that when you're older, it's like, in a work setting, just coming to talk. Like, I was never shy, but never like, I could talk about what I do because I'm so passionate about what I do, but I understand what I'm doing. I don't need a script to tell me what I'm telling you guys. It's like, I literally live every day like this, this is what I do every day. So when you do that and you get your life and your priorities to the point where it's your everyday, it's crazy. You start, it makes everything easy. It makes life easy. You just go through life easy and you can just enjoy yourself. You can enjoy what you're doing. You can enjoy your work environment. You can enjoy your personal life. Your relationships will be better when you're more confident, when you're taking care of your body and you're taking care of your mind. It's like, it makes everything. It's really, it's wild when you realize it. But when you do, I'm telling you, it's like a light bulb. It's like it just goes on, and life is much better when you see things in a positive perspective than getting beat up on all the negative bullshit that a lot of people, gravitate to, because they want that bullshit. They want something to complain about. They want something to, they want excuses, right? Everyone wants an excuse, like, shit, this is going on. I can't work out today. There's a fire in Canada. I can't work out today. The air quality. You want something to complain about.
Yeah,
you find anything. Your shoes untied. Whatever. It don't matter. The dumbest things, you'll find some reason in the same thing in life. A lot of people complain that they don't have, or they're not successful, but they're not willing to put the effort into being successful, but they rather complain about it. They put so much effort into the negative part of it instead of looking at it as like, well, if I keep working at this positively, right, eventually I'm going to be a little better. It might not be at the same speed and whatever that you're expecting, but if you put the effort in over time, the long game, longevity, and building something, again, my legacy, your legacy, everyone should have a legacy that you want to build, have a purpose. You're just walking through life, you're only going to be here for, there's an expiration date, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are, eventually it's over. It's, there's an expiration date. I'm getting into that here, but when it's time to be done, like, what the fuck? I want to be like,
I did it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done. Like, and then there's things behind that people can then, thrive off of and build for them.
Do you know? Are you familiar with Andy Frisella?
I'm not.
Okay, so he's the founder, CEO of First Form.
Got it. Okay.
So he had a story that's really similar to that. He was, an entrepreneur. He was trying to build like the company, and he started building company. He started doing well, but he had a scare in life where they thought it was a tumor in his brain, but it wasn't. And he was like, dude, he thought he was going to die, and he was like, I haven't done anywhere near and accomplished anything near that I wanted to do. And then that's when it came out that it wasn't anything bad. Yeah. His whole approach to life changed. He's like, every fucking day I'm going to win the day. Yeah. That's what he says.
And and there's a lot of people that don't take that approach too. No. Like they get they feel sorry for themselves. So I commend that, to hear that. A life scare sometimes that you don't want that to be the reason why you get up and go do something, right?
Yeah.
God forbid, like, you don't want that to be the reason. What motivates you is like, a near-death experience. But some people need it to I gotta wake the fuck up. And then there's other people that pity me, and then they don't even take that opportunity to be like, wow, like, that was a life lesson. They just go through the motions. They don't, you get someone that gets a kidney after beating up their body, and then get the new kidney and continue to beat up their body, So it's like a lot of people don't learn from that either. So but take for granted, like, the beauty in life and the beauty in having, to be able to own it. Like, own your life. Like, that's it. Like, that's the message, is just wake up every day with the right and the ability to do that, and when you stop taking it, and don't, it doesn't have to be a morbid thing, but don't take advantage of it. Look at it and be blessed and thankful for life. It's like not many people do. You wake up, you think it's like, I should just wake up. You don't know when your last breath is. There's so many stupid things that happen. It's like, and and God forbid if it ever does, but I'm not ready for that either. But
no, absolutely.
I know that every day I'm striving for the best version of myself, that that I know that's the message, and that's the direction I need to be going to live and fulfill what I'm trying to do.
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, I like that approach that you're saying, to take a positive look, always at the positive, right? Sure. And try to always take that silver lining. I was with my grandpa the other day. He's 91, and he just looked at me, and we were talking about something, and he's like, Joe, just enjoy life, right? Enjoy it. Now, he wasn't saying have an easy life. He was just saying enjoy it. Like, go out there, fucking crush it, penetrate the fucking world, but enjoy it.
Yep.
It's always, if not, you're suffering. There's so many people, and it happens all the time. You hear them, they look at the negative of anything they're doing, no matter what. It's like, we're on vacation. It's a little too cold. It's a little too windy. It was beautiful, but it was windy. So windy. Like, bro, you're in Aruba. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
90 degrees. It's sunny. and you're complaining it was a little windy.
Oh my God.
Like, so it's people will find any way to just complain because they're they're weak-minded. They're unhappy. They're unsure of themselves. They're not whatever.
Well, it's like the opposite too, because that shit gets built in too over time. Like same as fitness, so is that. Like if someone, it's either themselves or someone else constantly, like you said, you're probably with somebody that's like, oh, those birds look ominous. What's going on? And you're like, oh shit, really? And then like over years, you're going to do the same shit.
For sure. Yeah. You have to surround yourself with great people, no matter what industry you're in, whatever aspect of your life, whether it's just your friend group, whether it's a group of people you work with. You need to surround yourself with a strong team always, because like you said, if you're around it, if that's the message and that's all you guys are talking about is all negative stuff, it's always trash talk, it's this.
Oh, fuck that.
It's garbage. I honestly don't even have time to hang out with friends. Like I'm working. I'm always, but like if I'm going to have time to do that, it's going to be quality time of the people that I'm going to be around. They're also serving purpose. There's more to like than just a hangout. It's like, I don't want negativity. Like if we're boys and you're negative at this point in life, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not like I'm done. Like I won't have you. You can't. I don't have time to have negative stuff in my space. I still deal with different things of adversity over and over. And it's like if that's this type of stuff I need to overcome, and that's this type of negativity that I need to be blocking, I don't need to be listening to your bullshit and trying to block yours out of my headspace. I don't have time for that. So it's like, building a team, building a surrounding, building a community that each and every day, whatever it's exercise, whether it's financial, building a positive aspect. Like when I'm running, I'm running with my accountant. Like the guy we're talking, we don't really talk about, like, I'm not going to say that, but he does.
Here's how you save money.
He is my accountant though. Like, he does my
Wait till
stuff.
mile 35, I'll really
But, it's like, I want people that are positive around me, people that like in their work setting, whether they're telling me or not, their knowledge, I want to know that you're fucking grinding in whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you're not putting that same effort into what you're trying to achieve, the same efforts that I'm trying to do, it's like I'm outgrowing you mentally, physically. Like I don't have time for that. Like it's like I'm not saying like I'm superior, but at the same time, like I'm focused. Like I don't call people. I don't really talk much. I'm not like a big phone person. Social media, it's only I do it because of the business and what the message I'm trying to give. It's like it's not personal. It's not swiping and just just like searching through new videos and stuff. Like my day is very time management based. Like I have whether I'm training my clients, whether it's like admin stuff that I need to get done for the gym, whether it's meetings, whether it's setting time to video and then cut the videos and make and do content, and then also exercise, my recovery. Making sure that my nutrition and my meal prep and stuff. Thank God I have my wife at home to do that for me. But it's having a purpose to your day, making sure that you're always set up for your day, and making sure that you're living your day. And it just and that's where I have to put all my focus, and then now like almost like a Nick Bear. I don't know if you guys know Bear Fitness.
No.
So from Bear Fitness, it's BPN, Bear Performance Nutrition. So this guy wrote a book called The 25th Hour.
Okay.
And he was a very successful person. I don't know the full story. I'm still listening to his book, but listening to it and hearing him, it's like he had a full-time job. I believe he was in the military and then still worked. And then on his 25th hour was when he was building his brand and building what he was trying to build. So he built the nutrition company, and that was like his 25th hour. It's like you have to build your day. It's like, 9 to 5, and then what? Your day's over? It's like, no, he worked his day job, and then at nighttime, he sat there and built something that he was trying to do. That's like his legacy, right? He built this multi-million-dollar supplement company himself. Like he built it on his 25th hour of the day. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you have time management and you put your priorities to your day and you set what you need to be doing daily, you could fit everything you need to do. You could get everything done that you need to achieve.
Oh, 1,000%.
But having that focus and that drive is again being disciplined, being focused and dedicated and consistent to achieving that. It's not going to just happen. You have, so that's a big focus as well.
Yeah, for sure. And like to add on to that, absolutely. Like, if you really took your whole chunk of your day, right, and you like wrote it down on what you do, how many of us, and myself included, I'm not speaking for you, but I'll speak for myself, but how many of us listening can fucking cut about an hour, 20 minutes off this fucking thing right here? And I don't mean like if you're using the phone, for those of you who are not watching, I'm holding my cell phone. I'm not talking about like emails or shit for work. I'm talking about Instagram. I'm talking about bullshit pastimes, right?
Yep.
You cut that out and you fucking dedicate to something else.
No. Gotta have a focus on your day. You gotta do
Yeah.
it. It's not an excuse. It's like you'll do anything again from early on. You'll do anything you want to do. You will do it. If you really, really want to do it, you will do it. But the hard things are easy for people to overstep. They push it to the side. It's because they're not willing to say like, all right, this is what I want to do every day. This is what I want to focus on, and I'm going to stick to it. It's hard. It's not easy. It's one of the hardest things to do is like build that mindset, that exercise and pushing yourself and feeling uncomfortable and stepping out of your comfort zones is not many people can do that, but when you have an athletic background or, you've been through it and you've had trainers that pushed you beyond your limits and you saw like, all right, like I thought I was done halfway up the rope when I'm climbing to the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
And they're down there screaming at you and telling you like, you're not coming down until you touch the ceiling. Like, you're going to get to that ceiling,
Absolutely.
And it's like, but like you want it to give up halfway through. It's like, I've been there in moments like that where it's like, when you have that person in your corner constantly telling you, it's like, you're not done yet. You're not done. Like, keep pushing. Find it in you to accomplish it, because it's very easy right then in that moment. Goggins says it like that 1%, like that 1 second, like right then and there, like you fight or fight. You want to give up. You want to just, that's it. And then before you know it, it's like, if you give up, the time that you gave up and you're down at that bottom, you're looking back up at that rope, you're like, motherfucker, I could have climbed it.
Yep.
But when you make that decision right then and there to fucking climb to the top of that rope,
You feel good.
no one climbed it for you. That guy down at the bottom got you to get to dig deep down inside to do it, but no one fucking climbed that rope but you.
Yeah.
If you have that mindset with everything in your life, everything's possible. Everything will be, successful for you.
Oh yeah, 100%. How many times? I don't know. This had to have happened to you in your life, because it happens to absolutely everybody. How many times you go in there, you do not want to do something, right? You do not want to. Maybe you don't want to go to the gym. Maybe you don't want. Like for me, I love jujitsu, but sometimes I just don't want to go. Force myself to go afterward. I've never regretted it once. Never.
You'll never regret it. You'll never. I have clients say it to me all the time. There's days where I have some shitty workouts. Or like the mindset's not all there, like going through the motion. I could feel myself going through the motion of the workout, but I know like by the time I'm done with it, I'm like, I know it wasn't my best, it wasn't my 100%, but it was like I got through it. I could have just not did it. I could have just been like, I'm gonna take today off. I did what I had to do. I did every set. I did every rep. And it was like it didn't feel great, but by doing it and pushing through it and being done with it, it's like, damn, like I could have easily just took the easy way out that day. And it's like I have clients say it to me all the time. They walk in tired and, groggy, yawning when they walk in the gym. They walk out, the rest of their day has been, it's like they can't stop. They're not going home and resting. They're not going home and laying on the couch and going to sleep. No, they're gonna have a productive day, whether they're going to work, whether it's getting stuff done around their own houses, whatever it might be. You will have a great success to your day, and your day will be that much better. You'll fulfill your day with so much more when you actually exert more energy. Your body wants to be used. Your body needs to be used.
Yeah.
You have to move daily, weekly. You sitting still and letting your body just, it's like giving up. It's like if you're just sitting there every day lazy, and it's like your body's like, what do I need to be doing? Like if you're not using it, it's like, not if you don't use it, lose it bullshit. But like if your fucking body's not being exerted, it's like, when you get older, what do people do the most when you're older? They stop exercising. They're not as active. Well, why do you think everything stiffens up? Why do you think their balance goes? You don't just lose balance when you get older.
Yeah.
No, you lose like strength, you lose muscle, and that's why you lose your balance, right?
Absolutely.
You don't have stability. You stop doing that. You stop putting focus on that because you're not doing it daily. So now it stops becoming like a daily routine, and then before you know it, now you're falling. You have no balance. It's because it's not something you're doing. So it's the same thing. If you're not doing it, you're not putting the efforts into it. It makes it that much harder.
Absolutely. And if you want to have any motivation, if you want motivation, guys that are listening, especially you ladies, you can definitely attest to this too. If you don't want to fucking age, work out.
Absolutely.
Every fucking day.
Absolutely. If you don't want to ache and pain.
Yes.
Yep.
You'll be a 50-year-old dude or woman, and you'll look so much younger. 60. You'll look 40 just because you fucking worked out and you ate healthy.
100%.
Boy,
Absolutely.
The point that you made with the 85-year-old, I've seen pictures of like a 70-year-old back-to-back, right? Goes to the gym, doesn't go to the gym. The other person that doesn't go to the gym's hunched over, has a walker, right?
Yep.
Going like 2 miles out. The other guy's jacked doing pull-ups, freaking like almost 85 years old.
Age is bullshit. Age
It's
is bullshit,
all
honestly.
bullshit.
If you take care of your body consistently for a long time, if your focus is longevity and the long game instead of instant gratification, whether it's financially, physically, if you are looking to achieve something that's sustainable for life and you do it every single day and stay consistent with it, age is bullshit.
Yep.
It's all fucking bullshit. You
Yep.
know? And I played college football, I exercised young, but like I beat the shit out of my body. Like I would do stupid stuff. Now, taking care of my body more, whether it's flexibility, mobility, recovery, I do cryotherapy, I do IV infusions. So the more that I take care of my body and actually train smarter, and I feel better in different parts. Like obviously athletically, I was more of an athlete and doing stuff like athletically as a kid, but now it's like my body feels better. The body fat way lower than when I was like as an athlete. Like I was a bigger, playing fullback and linebacker, bigger guy, but learning how to eat well consistently, not being on a diet, not fad diets or workouts, or like just trying to like get in shape for vacations or whatever, a specific event, but just working out to live a great version of myself.
Yeah.
I feel great. Like my body's in it's in its best shape, especially as an adult now, after like 5 to 8 years worth of figuring it out, understanding the importance of what you need to do physically and mentally, and then now just living it every single day. It's been making things in life a lot better.
Fuck yeah. No, there's a secret to that. And there's no secret to that. There's the formula. The formula is putting your best foot forward every day, doing the work.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
Yeah, there is no secret. Everyone wants the secret. They think there's a secret that all these people are doing. There's no secret.
The secret is there's no secret.
It's just that it's hard work. That's it. It's hard work, and you better fucking own it. You better know it, and guess what? It's gonna be tough, but you better do it. Just do it. That's it. One of the only good things about Nike.
Fuck yeah. We won't go into that, but fuck yeah, I love it. Oh, dude, that's great. Dude, I'm really pumped. Your story is awesome. Your mindset's fucking awesome, and I can feel it. I know that you're not just fucking saying it, because I can feel it. You look great. Do you have any last type of words you want to have for our audience? If there's something that you could tell someone, any advice you can give, man, like what's like your
something lately that I've been saying, and it's something that you could do, is just do something great today. That's it. Every single day, live with that mindset. Do something great today, and that's it. Live with that.
Do something great today. Fuck, you heard that, folks. Nice. Do you have anything you want to say? You want to add?
I just want to say, listen, everybody listening to this, you don't have to climb that big mountain finding that guru that's going to give you the meaning of life. It's right there. He just gave it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Nice.
That's the purpose. Understand life and know where your purpose is and live it. I'm telling you, put a checklist together, do something, whether it's 5 to 8 different tasks that you could set yourself up to do every day. Write it down. Write it on a piece of paper and do it consistently. Write it down. And when you see it and you see every day, well, I should have did that, but I didn't today, so you failed, right? So you write down this checklist of to-dos, things that aren't easy for you to do. Like on my checklist, it's not to exercise. That's not even near my checklist, because it's not. I don't check that off. It's done.
Right.
Every day it's done. It's not checked off.
It's like putting on pants.
It's honestly, it is. That's it. I'm not like making, it's not a priority anymore. It's lifestyle. So when you write these things down and you actually do things that make you feel uncomfortable, something that you typically skip often, something that is easy to just, I could do it tomorrow, like type of tasks. When you look at those type of tasks and you could write those down and start doing those daily, that's another self-reflective thing you can be doing to build a better self. And I challenge you guys to do that. I challenge you to be able to do that for yourself. And whether you let me know how much it changed your life or not, I promise you're going to see change in your life if you do that every day. I'll tell you that.
Amen. Love that.
That's awesome.
Where can people find like the JD Skutch, like the YouTube, and if you want to shout out your gym, if people are in the area, like where can they find you, man?
Yeah. So it's been great being on We'll Take It From Here podcast. JD Skutch, it's me Skutch, all over social media, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's me Skutch. My personal message, JD Skutch, and if you want to follow the gym, it's JD Core Training _ the Core, and again, that's a lot of workouts, lots of stuff that you could be able to personally see that we're offering down at the gym, whether it's the Core Fit 8, whether it's the athlete programs, and some of the recovery stuff we do down at the gym. But if you follow my personal pages, it's my mentality, it's my lifestyle, it's stuff that I'm doing every day. And sometimes it's workouts, sometimes it's a personal message or something that kind of. Something that not ticks me off, but something that I need to give a message out there. Sometimes that's the post. So it's real life stuff. It's something that I'm doing every day, and I want you to follow it because it's a great message. It's a positive message, and everyone can use it. I could use it, and I found a lot of people in my life that gave me that message. So it's like now it's my time to be able to give it to you. So make sure you're following. Make sure you check out the podcast. Make sure you check out myself and it's me Skutch down on Instagram and be able to follow along, everybody. Thank you so much, man.
Anytime, bro. Thank you for coming on. This was a lot of fun. Hell yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Anytime, folks. You heard it here. Do something great and do it today. It's episode 78. We had a blast. A ton of great things. Definitely re-listen to this episode, especially if you need motivation, which is discipline that you probably need. Have a great day. Enjoy.
Stay awesome. Peace.